It's Thursday night in the A. You know what that means. Kelly Price and Tori McElhaney is coming at you on Rise Up Tonight, presented by AT&T.
As LeBron James once poetically posted, smiling through it all right now, I can't believe this is my life. Y'all, I almost don't even know where to start. I know Raheem Morris says stats are for losers, but there are so many numbers to crunch, Tori. Bear with me because we're going to go through a couple here. Here are three big picture ones that were just pretty crazy to me. Number one, the Falcons are now 8-1 in Monday Night Football games since 2015. Best in the NFL. Number two, Atlanta is 14-3 in the red helmets since 2009. And number three, the Falcons are now 22-15 in post-bye games, and they continued their every other trend since 2018 there. Tori, what was one that you kind of want to stick on here and get kicked off with here?
So every Bijan Robinson stat and new record, now that he is the league's leader in yards from scrimmage, it has over 4,000 career scrimmage yards. I could go on about Bijan, and we will later in the show, but how can you not be romantic about football when Bijan Robinson is running the rock?
There are so many Bijan stats. It's
So
actually
many.
insane. We are going to go through a couple of them. And the Atlanta Falcons, they're also the only team in the NFL who are top 5 in total offense and total defense. Let's huddle up about it, y'all.
Let's huddle up with Kelly and Tori on the world of Falcons football.
Number one, total defense in the NFL. Y'all used to pray for times like these. My favorite moment this week, I asked Rick Roro about it. He was like, oh, wait, are you for real? I didn't know that was official. And I think a lot of football fans would have the same reaction if you said the Atlanta Falcons led the league in total defense. I saw John Gruden is calling this defense the blank squad because nobody knows who they are, but they're balling out. I love that because Atlanta just put the league on notice, as in, notice us. They held one of the NFL's best offenses, averaging almost 400 yards per game to a season-low 291. They made the reigning MVP look pedestrian, quite frankly. The Falcons are the only team in the NFL that has held every opponent this season they faced to 300 yards of offense or less. The first time they've done that in 5 games in a row since 1998. I think you guys know how special that year was for Atlanta. Like I said before, I could really just go on and on with these stats, but it's your turn, Tori.
Yeah, so after week 4, the national audience was surprised to see the Falcons as the best defense in the league. But after week 6, there should be absolutely no doubt. This unit is legit. And yes, guys, the pass rush, it's real. And they make it real because of the blitzes that they dial up. They blitzed Josh Allen on 56% of his total dropbacks, the most he's faced in 4 years.
Wow.
And it made him uncomfortable all night long. But this wasn't just about pressure. When you blitz that much, your secondary has to lock in, and they did. Like Jeff Ulbrich said this week, good luck finding a back end that's playing better right now than those guys in the Falcons secondary.
And in tandem with what they were doing up front, I mean, it was just working everywhere. Switching gears to the offense, like, it's crazy that a performance like Drake London's on Monday can kind of get lost in the shuffle here, but this man, Bijan Robinson, he'd be shuffling above, around, in between everyone, en route to a grand total 238 yards from scrimmage, and NFC Offensive Player of the Week honors. And at just 23 years old, he becomes the youngest Falcon to ever reach 4,000 career scrimmage yards. And for those keeping track at home, he's at 4,172. Tori, again, I feel like I could just keep going for the rest of this half hour here with even more stats, more milestones, more history and whatnot that this man is making.
So here's another interesting tidbit for you about Bijan. His 822 scrimmage yards are the 4th most by any player in the Super Bowl era through his first 5 games of the season. What's more, if Bijan continues at the pace he's on, averaging a little under 150 yards from scrimmage per game, we're talking about him potentially surpassing players like Marshall Faulk, Barry Sanders, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley as the all-time leaders in scrimmage yards accumulated in a single season. His start to 2025 is that good.
The start for the season to the research department of the Atlanta Falcons, including you, Tori, is also off to a great start. Let's put it all together, like the Falcons really did, right? Because the most significant development, I feel, was the ability of this Falcons team to close this game out and firmly close the door. That final 14-play drive spanned 68 yards, 5 minutes, that Josh Allen didn't have the ball in his hands at the end of the game. Parker Romo nails the 33-yarder. Falcons fans could kind of breathe through their justified late game lead PTSD just a little easier. But just for a young team that's already faced some adversity in this season, I thought that was a huge moment, a huge milestone to hit, showing the world what we here kind of thought this team would be capable of, but also showing themselves that. What do you kind of take away from this win in that vein, just moving forward for these Falcons?
That maybe, just maybe, this group is different. I'd even add, too, that you have to give the defense flowers in that as well. The offense struggled to get anything going from the start of the third quarter until that final drive in the fourth. They had to heavily rely on that defense to keep one of the best offenses out of the end zone. A tall task, but as we talked about, one this defense made look like any other day. Outside of the opening touchdown to start the second half, the Bills were left scoreless. What's more, the Bills were 2 of 9 on third down, and a lot of those get off the field moments came in that second half when the offense really needed a defensive pick-me-up, and they got it.
Complimentary ball. We love to see it. And like I texted Tori before the game when I saw the pregame fit photos rolling in, this was the first week I legitimately had a hard time cutting this segment down to 4 players, and we really could have predicted the win based on the vibes walking in. I mean, you cannot wear full leather and lose, Tori. I don't make the rules, but that's one of them, and that's against them. I'm very into the fact that the flare pants are just like back generally as a trend in the world, but also the studded details here with Kadero Hodge's jacket, his pockets here. I'm a massive fan of just everything going on.
I think Kelly's text to me upon seeing this fit was, hello, Lenny Kravitz. It's nice for you to show up to the bins.
I mean, is it not giving Kravitz? I love it. I love it, Kadero. All right, lots of leather this week. I'm here for it. Also, Tori, a theme emerging here. Racing vibes for my number 1 F1 girly here.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the number 1 F1 girly. And Kelly's right. It's almost like the guys knew F1 was going to be in Austin this weekend, and they brought out all the leather.
I love to see Drake London in that fit. All right, anytime you can work a vest in, you absolutely should do it. KP gets it as well. Not only do we get a second full leather ensemble, we get a custom pit stop emblazoned vest that you're going to see here in a second. Just objectively, that goes so hard.
Yeah, I just can't get over that we've gotten so many leather fits in consecutive order in this segment. Like, who would have thought we would get here so soon? It's early October.
I know.
I guess it's mid-October now.
We're barely in leather weather in Atlanta, and here we are. Finally, the rookie wrapping this segment up for us, just continuing the script off this trend, but just maybe in a different font. I know we had a belt buckle discourse last week, Tori and I, but JPJ here rocking one that I really think pulls this fit to a new level.
So between his belt, the necklace, the hat up top, JPJ is really showing everyone how important it is to accessorize.
We love to see it. All right, so ladies, speaking of accessorizing, if you're wondering how to take your game day looks from just throwing on a jersey to really throwing a fit, this is the segment for you. We're seeing how Nisa Green fabulously styles the Falcons' newest collection later in the show.
And Mercedes-Benz Stadium transformed into a roller rink during the bye week for a good cause. That story is just ahead on Rise Up Tonight.
Rise Up Tonight is presented by AT&T and brought to you by Georgia Lottery. Today could be the day. By Mercedes-Benz, official luxury vehicle of your Atlanta Falcons. And by Home Depot, how doers get more done. Do you ever wonder what's really on your favorite player's mind? It's time for the question of the week.
What is something that you can't live without?
My fiance.
I'd say my family, my wife and my dogs. Those are, the best things I get to come home to every day.
Probably my wife.
Y'all know why I'm here.
Oh, music.
Something I can't live without. I'm a little stumped.
Pokemon.
That's a good one. I don't know if that's for me, though.
I don't want to say my phone because I don't need my phone.
Honestly, probably my phone.
Hoodies.
Love it.
Like fluffy hoodies, comfortable hoodies. Yeah, with hoodies, for sure. With hoods.
Thanks for clarifying, KP. Hoodies with hoods.
Honestly, that's the correct answer. As someone who only lives in hoodies, that's the right one.
I also like Caden saying he can't live without Pokemon. Technically, you do because Pokemon aren't real.
Interesting.
It was an interesting
choice,
take there.
yeah.
All right, Monday was a nice coming out party on national TV for Bijan Robinson. In case anyone else across the country wasn't aware of what this guy was doing here in Atlanta, because we've been knowing, and a hallmark of his game is video game level juking, an art of which you have done a deep deep dive on, Tori.
Oh, yes. So we have been working on a project all year long about what makes Bijan Robinson and his elusive juke moves so special, from fighter pilot decision-making tactics to how much ground force Bijan is actually taking on when he slams on the brakes to change directions. This project explores the art, science, and psychology of the juke. You can check out that project now on AtlantaFalcons.com. Here's a sneak peek.
The art of the juke.
I love that Tori has gotten an honorary PhD in juking. Well, a lot of guys get out of town during the bye week to hit reset before getting the rest of the season underway. Not AJ Terrell. He stayed right here in the A and threw a ball as we rise up for Atlanta, brought to you by Truist. Last week, AJ Terrell hosted Mr. Atlanta's Rollerball, a celebrity skating experience benefiting the AJ Terrell Jr. Academy, which is expanding programs to reach more than 800 Atlanta students by 2026. AJ told me a couple months ago he didn't want to do just your run-of-the-mill, dress-up fancy gala. He wanted to do something for the kids, for the city, and for the culture. So he transformed the Bends into a colorful and nostalgic skating experience for an open skate and pro skate showcase featuring music and DJs, fellow Falcons teammates, Freddie the Falcon, and the cheerleaders, as well as some celeb guests.
Trying to give back to the community and highlighting my AJT Foundation, you know, where we giving student athletes around the city of Atlanta just opportunities, just giving them, my academy is basically just giving them a platform to succeed at a high level in high school and on to college.
Love that. Well, now that Atlanta has passed the Buffalo Bills as far as an opponent, I think a lot of us can agree they're just like a fun franchise to follow, especially on social media. Well, the Dirty Birds social team, they had some fun with the dub. We'll explain later on. And stay tuned for Atlanta fashion expert Nisa Green showing us how to style some of the fresh on the market Falcons merch coming up next in the Nest.
Welcome back to Rise Up Tonight. Let's head in the nest with Kelly, Tori, and this week's special guest, brought to you by Mercedes-Benz.
We have a really exciting In the Nest guest this week. Nisa Green, one of the fashion experts here, style experts in Atlanta. We're going to show you guys some really cool stuff from the new Atlanta Falcons collection, actually, and kind of how to style your game day and how to kind of up your game.
Up your game, because it's so easy to do.
Right.
They have a new collection, and can I just say, this isn't exclusive for you. You're the first one to see it.
Yes.
We're debuting it. So, yeah, it's good stuff, and it's so easy to elevate. We got cool accessories, and yeah, let's get started.
Yes,
all right,
absolutely.
so come on out, Rebecca.
Our
Again,
models.
we are celebrating 60 years of the Falcons. They have a brand new collection that just dropped, and this is part of it. I love it. As you can see, we're established in 1966. 60 years of the Falcons. The throwback collection is amazing. I love it. And can we talk accessories?
Absolutely.
All right, so one of my favorite ways to accessorize for game day is a red lip.
Yes.
There's one for everybody.
All rocking it,
We're all rocking a red lip. There's one for everybody. That's the easiest way. But also, we've done a little ribbon in Rebecca's hair. So we have big girl ribbons. We have little girl ribbons. You'll see it all. But yeah, this is just the beginning of the collection. There's so many options. And as you can see, we're not doing sneakers. You're sitting down most of the game. Why not just step up your shoe game?
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely love it.
Combat boot action.
Yes.
I love it.
Yes. And still comfortable, right? Still comfortable. Love it. Next, we have Catherine, because we got to get something for the youngins, as they say.
And I'm obsessed with these jeans, too.
Listen, again, you don't have to just sneaker it out, but if you're going to do sneakers, at least bedazzle your jeans.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So cool. Also from the new collection, as you can see, I love, love, love. They get so many nods to the old school. 1966 on the cap, 1960 on the front, and then the old school font on the back. This, if you're going to jersey and jeans it,
just elevate it.
Come on, elevate it. This is how you can do it. And again, we still have our favorite accessory, the cool red lip.
Love it.
I absolutely love it. Shauna, come on out here. The ATL connector. One of my favorite models. Okay, a crop top. You can still be comfortable, chic, and cute. And again, if you can wear these boots longer than 1/4, please do. They are absolutely fabulous.
Showstopper. These
yes,
boots.
and this is what you want. The merch they make it easy, right?
Right.
And speaking of, just make sure we're always getting our merch from authentic places. You don't want to order a Falcon and end up with a flamingo, please. Just go to the Atlantic Station, the official store. You can get real merch and see all the new collections. They always have great stuff, and we got to have stuff for for the kids,
Of
right?
course.
So I'll have two of my favorites come on out, Epic and Icon.
Mini models.
Two of my favorite mini models come on. Oh, look at this. Yes.
She hit the pose.
She hitting the pose because this dress is adorable. I love that we haven't done a traditional cheerleader dress and we're not just doing a jersey.
There's so many options.
If you're going to do a jersey, come on, rock it out. Look at this one. We got the back. Who we rocking?
He's rocking
Robinson.
the Bijan
Okay,
Robinson,
there we
of
go.
Course. Love
Beautiful, beautiful. So let's get a look at everybody all together. Tell me this is not elevated game day fashion.
It's incredible. And that's the thing. The Falcons do such a good job with this. They make it so that it's not just, oh, let me go buy a V-neck as a woman. As we all know, me and Tori, my co-host, have talked about this a lot. You can't just have a V-neck for all of the women's styles. There's so many different options here.
So many options.
Even the crop top. It's always hard to find an option for a crop top that fits different body types, and it just looks amazing.
And we have done it. We've done it. We got something for everybody.
Falcons do such a good job with this
Step your game up. If the Falcons step their game up too, we'd all be good.
Right. And you don't have to be a cheerleader. You can have a cute little fit, right?
Look at this.
Exactly.
Adorable.
Perfect.
Love it.
Perfect.
Love it.
And as the weather kind of gets cool, it's nice to have a nice crew neck sweatshirt that's comfy but also cute.
Easy transitional stuff. I mean, again, there's so much stuff. I almost didn't know what to pull because there was so much, but the new collection is amazing. We still have sequins that I haven't shown you guys. I gotta come back. There's so much more to show, but you got options, people.
And what you're wearing is from the Sundays collection, which is another great one from the
Another
Falcons.
good collection that they curated is one of my favorites. And again, this sweater is not only comfortable, it is fashionable.
Right.
I am wearing it out tonight. And yeah, again, Falcons are making it easy to step it up.
So we got the ladies and the kids. Next time you'll come back and show us how the men gotta get right with their outfits, right?
There's so many options for them.
That's a whole nother segment.
Definitely coming back for the men. Yeah, we got this. We got this.
Awesome.
You guys look amazing.
Incredible, yes. Thank you guys for being here. Nisa, thank you for putting all of this together because it looks incredible. This is so easy to do. Just go to the Falcon store, like you said. You can buy all these pieces and accessorize as you want.
Whatever.
Yeah,
We'll
Nisa
make it
can
happen.
help you get styled.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back on Rise Up Tonight.
Hey Atlanta, this is Head Crack talking, and you watching Rise Up Tonight, presented by AT&T.
I don't think that the Atlanta Falcons offense is particularly good. In fact, I think that they are just... The force is strong.
What the dog doing?
We're running this at the risk of hoping everyone else is as online as we are to understand the significance of this brain rot video.
No, it was so good. I have to give credit to our social team.
Yes.
They really have stepped up the TikTok game.
I love it. I love it. All right, well, since things are feeling a little different around Atlanta, we're going to do something different in this part of the show. We've talked about how the Falcons played to their true potential on Monday night, even if they still say they have plenty of room to grow. But since I know Falcons fans, there's always that negative thought in the back of your mind. Which team are they really? The one that lost 30-0 to the Panthers, or the one we've seen the last 2 weeks? Here's what two guys in the building think.
It's such a just odd day overall. We were able to move on very quickly just because we were like, man, that is not us. That's not reflective of really anything that we've kind of really ever put on tape, in the last 2 years. So it's almost like a Twilight Zone type of day that day. And thank God we're, getting further and further away from it.
That one bad game don't define us. That's about it. One bad game don't define us. We knew that. We knew that wasn't us that day. Had to do what we had to do to flip the script, and obviously 5 games in, we still got a long season ahead, so we still got work to do.
I love that perspective. And from one primetime game to another, this one's on the West Coast, though. The Falcons look to earn their third straight win. Everyone knows the Niners are really banged up. They just lost leading tackler Fred Warner to a season-ending ankle injury that was really gnarly against the Bucs. But they could be getting George Kittle back, maybe. And even with Mac Jones under center, they've been rolling on offense. All that aside, Falcons are playing with such confidence, Tori. Perhaps that train just kind of keeps rolling and it's hard to stop. What intrigues you about this matchup?
Yeah, it's kind of which 49ers team the Falcons are going to see. Like you said, George Kittle is returning. Brock Purdy actually has a chance to return to practice this week. Ricky Parcells. There are some pieces of this 49ers offense outside of Christian McCaffrey that they could see an impactful moment from this coming Sunday night. And again, this is another primetime opportunity for the Atlanta Falcons to do something that, let's be real, everybody's watching them do. To go from Monday Night Football against the Buffalo Bills to Sunday Night Football against the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, those are two big moments that the Falcons really capitalize on, kind of like the Saints did, or kind of like the Buccaneers did. This could be very interesting.
As Jeff Goldberg said, can't ever count out those Shanahan teams. We'll see how it goes this Sunday. We'll wrap it up for you next week on Rise Up Tonight. For now, good night.